we didn't want to audition because like we auditioned before a long time ago for a singer, and it was like the worst sort of experience ever because you get like a lot of sort of strange people coming who just weren't suitable, and we really wanted to find someone who we were basically going to get on with. So me and Miki met him in a pub, and we got really drunk, and by the end of the evening he was in the band. So it was like it's really lucky that he's quite a good player.
Did he know how to play bass?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah, he's a seasoned campaigner.
Well, we're going to get started with some videos right now. We'll be back with more from Lush after this. So I'm Gia, and this is Chris and Miki from Lush, and I know I'm right in saying it, so there. I read once that you didn't feel that it was really crucial that the audience understand all the lyrics to your song while you were singing. Why is that so?
Just don't know. Just don't. Loads of bands I go and see that I don't know what they're singing. You just make it up to sort of sing along. I don't know. I don't really think about it. That's why, because people complain. They say oh, you can't hear the lyrics, or you haven't printed the lyrics on the album and stuff. But it's not something that ever really occurred to me.
And when you're in your music, for anybody who wouldn't know, I mean, everything, instead of the guitar level dropping down when the vocals come in, it just doesn't with you guys. It's obviously a real conscious effort to have that happen.
Sort of. It's because I can't sing.
I think it does come from the fact that we like you said, like we didn't really know how to play before we formed the band, and you basically make do with what you've got. So if you like loud guitars, you just crank them up and go you know. I think people, you know, if they heard the lyrics, if they wanted to hear the lyrics, we'd have to like take all the guitars out, and that mean it'd be like it'd lose its lushness or its power or whatever. So we just make do with what we got. And we've got two really awful singers, so we like really
awful singers. And you're making friends left and right.
Because you're such a wonderful drummer.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Not.
Do carry on. It's actually pretty good. What's different about Spooky than everything was with Kayla and everything prior to that?
Well, Spooky was an album. Gala was a compilation. So Gala was like 3 different stages of us becoming slightly better musicians, and also doing things in these sort of little bite-sized EPs, whereas Spooky was like sitting down for however many months and recording an album, and it was like a long process.
It's more polished than the others. Is that something that you were definitely trying for? Or?
I think Robin was. You know, Robin said when he went in he was going to try and make it sound like a very expensively produced album. And he turned out making it a very expensively produced album. It didn't actually sound expensive.
He just made it expensive.
I think that's what he wanted. I mean, even on the like you say, you can hear the vocals, but I think on this album I think he had a conscious effort on some songs to make the vocals a bit more up front, you know.
And Robin being Robin Guthrie, who's also produced the Cocktail Twins, there's obvious Cocktail Twins connection that people make with you guys. Are you really burnt out with that?
Yeah, it's too easy, you know?
Well, yeah, it's easy. A lot of people do that, but then there are the comparisons to My Bloody Valentine and Ride and all of that. And when, in fact, if you were to listen to all these albums, they're all a pretty good difference.
That's it. I mean, you know, like if you put, like, say, our album against, like, a Ride album or, like, Loveless, My Bloody Valentine, there's so much difference, you know? It's very easy to sort of generalise and say, oh, like, all these indie bands sound the same, you know, like, the guitars and the wispy vocals, whatever, but that's like...
But you're always gonna, I mean, like, no band is totally unique. There's always gonna be something in them that reminds you of another band. And it's just because all these bands, I mean, they always do this. They get a crop of bands that are all current and then they compare them all to each other. I mean, if we'd have been... If we'd have been recording, like, I don't know, however many years ago, they would have compared us to Susie and the Banshees or something, you know what I mean?
Or the Primitives, and the Darling Buds, which is, they were still about when we started, and they were saying, oh, this band's the new, whatever. It's just journalists.
It's just what's current, I think.
Yeah, everything, you know. I really do. Like, when I was growing up, I used to listen to punk, you know, but I don't really listen to... That's kind of a bit dated now. No, I've still got all my records, but I wouldn't sort of go home after night and put on, like... Crass or Exploited and, like, relax, like, on my bed.
In front of the mirror?
Yeah. So I listen to everything, apart from new age music.
You always think that Emma listens to...
I think Emma likes Philip Glass. I think she does. I think she does.
You guys argue. I like this. There's a little controversy going on here. Miki, what do you like to listen to in your spare time?
Robert Fripp.
No, I don't know. God, whatever I get for free. I think pretty much anything.
Sounds a lot like Katie is seeing LUSH today. And you guys just got signed on to start off the Lollapalooza tour.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
I don't know, really.
Chris slept with the entire bill.
I heard that about you.
Oh, you did?
You're a little easy,
Oh.
yeah.
That bitch. We just wanted it. We wanted to do it. You know, when it was first up for it. And we did, I mean, maybe part of it happened. We did, like, at the end of the last tour we ride, we did 4 dates with Jane's Addiction. So maybe, you know...
Maybe he put in a word.
Maybe he put in a word. Or maybe, I mean...
specifically requested that you play with him.
Well, at those, yeah, I mean, so I think that helped. I mean, I don't specifically know exactly why we got it. I mean, our manager fought sort of nail and tooth to get it as well, you know. We're just really pleased that we're doing it, you know.
What do you think of some of the other bands that are on it? For instance, like Ice Cube and Soundgarden and Red Hot Chili Peppers. Is that something that's just really completely different from anything you're into, or is
Well, I like all that stuff. I do like that stuff, you know. But I think, I mean, the fact that we're different from is a good thing, you know. Like the last Lollapalooza was good because the bands were so, you know, like you had sort of Jane's Addiction, 9 Inch Nails, Susie and the Banshees, but Old Surface, you know. So it's good that there's like us and the Mary Chain and the Chili Peppers and Ministry and Ice Cube, you know.
Are there any bands that you can think of just off the top of your head that you really, really like to tour with?